Mr. Santaruba.
Good morning.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning, Dr.
Good morning, Mr. Ramanan.
Good morning, Dr. Chirandi.
Can we start?
Yeah, it's all 9, no, madam. So, okay. So, again, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the workshop on R organized by the University Librarians Association, Sri Lanka. So, as you might aware, R is a powerful statistical software widely used by used for research, offering many ranges of capabilities for data management, visualization, and also data analysis. So I'm not going to explain much about R because you are going to learn it very soon. Saying that, I would like to invite our President ULA, Madam Dr. Pradeepa Vijaytunga, to welcome you all to this workshop. Madam, over to you.
Yes. Yes. Hope you can hear me and see me.
Yes.
Wish you a very good morning, our expert resource person, ULA EXCO members who have joined, our General Secretary, Mr. Ramanan, Dr. Chiranti, the training officer. A very good morning to you, and I warmly welcome to this our workshop organized by the training officer of the ULA. And especially, I extend a warm welcome and acknowledgement to Mr. S. Santharuban, Deputy Librarian of Eastern University Library, for spending his valuable time on behalf of ULA members. Thank you, Mr. Santharuban. I won't try to introduce Mr. Santharuban because there will be a separate introduction of the resource person. But I just want to express my gratitude to you for accepting to conduct this workshop on behalf of ULA members. And I think this is the last workshop conducted by this particular executive committee, and we will be completing our term in March. So I should thank Dr. Chiranti as well as all the executive committee members for the support extended towards organizing various events, including these training sessions as well as webinars and the conference. So thank you, Dr. Chiranti, for doing an excellent job, and also other EXCO members. I don't wish to extend my talk because you need valuable time to learn R. I think, if I'm correct, this is the first time we are conducting a training on R software for our members. So, wish you all a very successful workshop, and let's hope that we will be able to see more and more research using R software, advanced research. Very good. Wish you a very good workshop, and thank you so much.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you,
madam.
madam.
Thank you. So next, I would like to introduce today's resource person, Mr. S. Santharuban, Deputy Librarian, Eastern University of Sri Lanka. So to do so, I would like to invite Mr. T. Ramanan, Secretary of ULA, to present the introduction. Mr. Ramanan, over to you.
Yeah. Good morning, Madam and Dr. Chirandi, the resource person, and everyone. I am happy to introduce my former colleague and my friend, Mr. S. Sandruvan, today's resource person, who is a deputy librarian attached to the Faculty of Healthcare Sciences, Eastern University, Sri Lanka. He has been serving there since 2007, and he completed his graduation with an upper second class degree in zoology, following which he obtained 3 masters, namely Masters in Library and Information Science, Masters in Environmental Sciences, and Masters in Applied Statistics, respectively, from University of Colombo and University of Peradeniya. He is a chartered librarian recognized by the Sri Lanka Library Association and a professional statistician recognized by the Institute of Applied Statistics of Sri Lanka. So he is a very good fit for this workshop to serve as a resource person. He is currently serving as the program coordinator and visiting lecturer for the High Diploma in Library and Information Science conducted by the Faculty of Arts and Culture, Eastern Sri Lanka. He also serves as a visiting lecturer for the postgraduate program at Nilis University of Colombo and Higher Diploma program at Sri Lanka Library Association. And he is the chief editor of the Eastern Journal of Library and Information Sciences, and he has authored more than 50 publications, including index peer-reviewed journal articles, international conferences, conference papers, book chapters, and books authored by him. And he has served as an editorial panel member, reviewer for numerous journals, conferences, magazines. In addition, he has served as a resource person for several workshops on quantitative and qualitative data analysis using SPSS, R, and NVO. So thank you very much for the opportunity to introduce our resource person. It's over to you, Mr. Sandhu.
Before that, I have two announcements actually, Mr. Santharuban. We have shared installation guidelines and other necessary details with you last week. And also in the morning, Mr. Santharuban has shared some data sets. So please download them because we need them for this session. And in addition, please rename your Zoom accounts and share your name, designation, and university in the chat box, right? Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Santharuban. Over to you.
Thank you. Good morning, our ULA President, Dr. Pratibha Madam, and our General Secretary, Mr. Ramanan Sir, and our Training Officer, Dr. Chiranti, and all other library professionals. Good morning to you all. And first of all, I thank you all for participating in this event, and I thank the ULA team for organizing this event and inviting me to do these sessions. I'm really proud to do the session for our professionals in the ULA. So with this introduction, we will start the session. I hope that you have already installed the softwares that I have already sent you by email. Today what we are going to learn is just a basic of R. We can't teach everything of the R within a 3-hour period that through a webinar. Earlier we planned to have a face-to-face session for the whole day, but due to some limitation we could not able to do it. So we have switched to in a webinar mode. So the first question what we ask is why we need to do the R, because the SPS is super easy, right? So why we need to bother about our time in writing the codings and everything for the R? The thing is R is free and open source. Wherever you go, you just download the R and you can work on it, right? The latest version of the SPS, it's difficult for us to get because we need the subscriptions. And it's highly flexible. Whatever the analysis, you can do it. The SPSS, there are limited analyses, right? If you want to do some high level of statistics, you can't do it. You have to find other alternatives. But in the R, you can perform all the advanced analysis. And there are so many packages for every analysis, right? Day by day, you can see numerous packages are coming for all the high level of analysis, including the machine learning and AI related works, and the better data visualizations. If you look at the SPSS, there are limited ways to visualize the data, like bar chart, pie chart, histograms, and few other graphs. But in the R, there are numerous opportunities to visualize the data in different ways. And especially it is very useful for the modern day data science, including the machine learnings. So with this introduction, we will go on the R. In fact, R was published by or developed by the Comprehensive R Archive Network based on New Zealand. In addition to the R, you need another software, right? In fact, if you are very familiar with R, you can directly work on the R software. But to make your job easy, there are some integrated development environment. It is commonly used for every programming language like Python and other programs like C2+. There are different integrated development environment for each and every programming language. But for the R also, there are a number of integrated development environment. Among them, the popular IDE is RStudio. So I have sent you both R and RStudio to install. In fact, first you need to install the R, right? Then you need to install the RStudio. In fact, RStudio works on the R software, right? Without the R software, even if you install the RStudio, it won't work. So I will just show you how to work with the R, and then I will show you the R software. Yeah, before that, I need to tell you tips for this today's session, because the most importantly, the today's session is a very basic. I can't teach you all the nooks and corners of the R. It's not enough time, right? So I can give you a very basic. Using this basic, you can do your self-learning and you can become a expert even, right? Better to, as I sent you in my email, better to have a two device, one to view the session, another to operate the R. In the device to operate the R, it is better to have the network connectivity, because on and off you need to download the packages, right? So that you need the network connectivity. Also, please give your fullest attention to the webinar without any distractions. Normally in other webinars, we are watching the webinars while doing our official duties. But if you do that kind of work here, you won't get anything, because it's related to the codings. Normally the R coding is very simple, but needs a patience and practice to become an expert in that. First, I will show you the R. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen now?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. Actually, this is the R software. Right. If you want to work here, you need to be very expert in the R, because you need to know all the scripts and everything. Right. So I will simply show you how to work with that. But don't try this now. Right. Simply you need to print the hello world. Right. It looked like this, but it's difficult to work in the R. Right. If you are expert, okay. Right. That's what we are using the RStudio. Right. In your machine, if you search that RStudio, you can open the RStudio. I will show you the R Studio. Right, you just open the R Studio. It look like this, right? Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The R Studio, the interface is like this. You can just create, go to the file and click new file and create R script. So there are 4 quarters of this window. So you need to know what are those 4 quarters. This quarter is the script editor where you are going to write the script, right? And this part is about the console. We call that console, where we are going to get the output. And this part is environment. Here, all the data and the whatever we generate will be saved here. Right, for temporarily it will be saved here. This is called our environment. This 4th quarter is for the packages, help, and to visualize the our plots, those kind of things we can see here, right? So now we are going to work with this R Studio, right? So have you all opened this R Studio? Are there any issues to view these 4 quarters? Shall we move on? Right. The first thing is, right, we want to set a working directory, right? Because we need to save our R script and all other files, and even you can save your data sets, right? I have given you 3 data sets, so better to make it in a folder.
Could
Let's
you
say I
please,
have, yeah,
could you please show again how to open the R Studio?
R Studio. Okay, okay,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, go to your start in your computer. Go to start and just type R Studio. If you type RS, then you will see that R Studio. Have you already installed the R Studio?
So screen not available.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Can you see the R Studio?
Yes, I can see.
Yeah. And better way is to create a folder in your machine, right? I have created a folder. This is the first time
Shared
I'm also
document
doing
is
the.
not showing.
Yeah, we can't see your screen, Mr. Sandhu.
Yeah,
Okay.
can you see now?
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Now I have created a folder webinar, right? And I have saved the data set here.
Can you repeat the how to get the 4 windows? We couldn't see because the windows not shared at that time.
Okay, okay. So can you see the screen?
Yes, now we can see.
Can you get the screen like this?
No.
I have only one window in the left side.
It is Argu.
I think it's R.
Yes.
You have to
Yeah.
open the R Studio.
Yes.
Please
In the
check
R
whether you have
Studio,
the R Studio
there are 2 windows.
2 windows.
In the left side only one, and right side two.
Okay. Then you go to File and New File and R Script. Click this.
New file, then
R Script. Can you see this? Can you see this window?
yeah.
Yes. R script.
Now
Okay.
it is okay. Thank you.
Thank
Right?
you.
Now it's okay, no?
Yes, thank you.
Right. Okay. So first create a folder there in your laptop. So desktop. Right. See, I have created a webinar folder. Right. So I want to give the take the that location, file location, folder location. Just I copy this webinar folder file location. Right. I'm going to create the I'm going to set the working directory. Right. So the first I'm going to write set wd, and within that, within a quotation mark, within a bracket, within the quotation mark, make a quotation mark. Right. Can you see this? Can you see this? Can you type that set wd?
Yeah, we can receive it.
Yeah, okay. Now see, I have pasted here within quotation mark the folder location. Right? The thing is, in the R, it won't take the backslash. It will take only the forward slash. Right? So instead of backslash, change this as forward slash. Right? And click this run. Once you do this, click run. That means it has created the working directory. Whatever you are saving, it will be saved there in the working directory. Right? If you want to upload any data set, you can just save the data set there and you can simply call here. Right? Okay. This is the first thing. So in the R, normally we will use the comment section. Right? If you type anything, what will happen? It will be taken as a script. So to avoid that, what we are doing is we just make a hash and type anything. Right? So we will put the comment here. Right? The comment will not run. Set after the hash, set working directory. So we need to know what is this script. So to set the working directory, we have made these arrangements. We have written this code. Right? Now we will see what is the R version. Right? Again, make a comment. Check R version, because when you report this R in your methodology, you need to give the what is the R version. Right? let's say when you are writing the SPSS, you write that version 27, 24, something like that. So to report such thing, we need to know what is the R version that we are working on. So I have made a comment. I just type a command R dot version. Right? When you start typing, you will see that there are suggestions. It appears there. This is what we prefer the R Studio. Right? You will get the suggestions of codings. You can select whichever the coding you need. Right? But if you work in the R directly, there you can't get any suggestions. Right? So I need the R version. You just place it and click run. Now you see that the version details. Right? R version string 4.5.2 updated in 2025 October 31st. Right? So this is the very basic. Don't try to write in a paper. Right? It takes another time for you. Right? Just type here and save it. If you want to save this to your working directory, just click this save button. Right? Immediately it goes to your folder where you have set the working directory. Give a name. Let's say I give R script and save it. There's a save button. Are you okay up to this point? Right. Okay, now we will move on the next part. So we are going to assign the, we will see how to assign the value to a particular variable. Right, I'm making again a comment, assign value to a variable. Right, when you put the hash key, you will see that the text appear in the green color. That means it's comment. Right, let's say I have a variable A. Right, I need to assign let's say number 10. Right, what I have to do is, you can use A equal to 10. That's also possible. But most popularly in R, they use this arrow and the dash 10. Right? Normally this is very popular in R, even though you can use the summation sign, you can use this arrow and the dash. Right? So now click run. Right? So to make it run, there's a shortcut for the run. That is control and enter. If you press control and enter, it will run. The particular line will run. So similarly, I create another variable B and make it 25 and I run. Now I am pressing the control and enter. Now at the same time, you can see in the environment, there it says A has value 10, B has value 24. Right, if you need the total, again put total and the arrow A plus B. Either you can click the run button or otherwise you can press control enter. Right, now you need to see what is the total. Right, print within bracket. Once you click the bracket button, it will appear both bracket together, and within bracket you need to put total. Right now you can see the total in the console. Right? In the console, you can see the total. See, the total is here. Right? Is it okay for you? Right? Now you can see the total. Right. Now we need to learn the data types and the data structures. Right? I just close this window. I will show you in my presentations. If you are working in the R or in any other programming softwares, you need to know the data types and the data structures. Right? Normally there are 4 or 5 types of data types: double, integer, character, factor, and logicals. Because you need to be familiar on these data types, because different analysis, they need different data types. Right? Double mean the decimal values, decimal numbers. Integer means round figures. Right? Characters mean alphabetical characters. Those are characters. Factor mean any variable which have some levels, like, if you get the educational qualification, primary, secondary, A level, graduates, postgraduates. So these are levels. So these we call factors. And logical. Another data type is logical. Logical means true or false. Those type of things are logical. In addition to that, most importantly, you need to know about the data structure. See, I'm giving a pictorial representation of data structure. Right? Data structure. You take this each unit as each number. Right? Say this is a vector. Vector means a series of numbers: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, something like that. You think about the column of data in your SPSS. Right? This is matrix. Right? Similar numbers in rows and columns. This is we call matrix. Right? It's a two-dimensional. Right? There are two columns and rows. Right? If there are multiple matrix, right, arranged in a order like cubics, it's we call array. Right? There are multiple matrix. Right? Array. Likewise, there are another name called data frame. This is often we use in our SPSS. What we have in our SPSS data is data frame. Right? One column has one variable. It may be numeric, or other variable may be a character, or other variable may be ordinal. So everything together. This is data frames. Another data structure is list. List consists of everything. It consists of matrix, array, vectors, frames, all those things. It's a mixture of everything. It's a data structure. So we need to be very familiar about these terminology. What is vector, matrix, array, data frames, and list? Because we often come across these terminologies when you work in the R environment. Right. So now we will see some of the examples for these we will generate some data structures. Let's say I'm going to generate a vector. All right. What I have to do is I need to make a variable A. You need to know one thing, that R is case sensitive, right? Simple A and capital A are taken as two different variables, right? So I'm going to create 10 numbers for this. I'm going to assign 10 numbers. Say put that arrow mark. Whenever you assign the numbers, a series of number, first argument you need to use the C, simple C and bracket. Within that argument, you type the numbers. Let's say I type 12, 13, 15, 16. Right? And press the run the script. Control Enter. Right? Now you can see at the bottom. Right? And if you want, you can simply type A and again run the A. You will see that there are numbers. This is a vector. This is we call vector. There are multiple ways to create a vector. You can even make it as a sequence. Say, for example, I'm going to use it like 1 to 25. Sorry, 1 to 25. Right? And I run. Again, if you want, you can use either print B or simply type B and run the command. And you see that 1 to 25, it says it generates the numbers from 1 to 25. Right? Or otherwise, there are ways to create the in sequence. Right? Say there's another argument, sequence, SEQ. Right? Let's say you know a particular command, but don't know how to input the variables there. Right? If you don't know how to input the variable, you can get the help. Right? In front of this command, just place the question mark. Right? And run the command. And see in this quarter, you can see the explanation, how it works. Right? What is this? Sequence generation. Right? From 1 to 1 by so many arguments. Right? So you don't need to follow everything, but I will show you a very simple argument. We will try this. Am I speed? Are you working while I'm doing? Are you working?
Yes.
Just little bit speed. Could you
Little bit
please?
speed. Okay. Right. So did you generate up to this point? Did you generate this?
Can you please answer?
Now we are doing that.
Yeah, okay. Please complete that. Okay.
Yeah, how about the others? I think only few are talking.
Yeah, if you discuss with me, then I can
Yeah.
sort out the issues. Otherwise, I will go in my own speed. So this is the first time I'm also doing as a webinar, right?
Yeah, I know. Online is really difficult for
Very
us.
difficult,
Yeah. So your support is really important, I guess.
Yeah. I think others are okay. What
Yeah,
about that?
I
Right.
hope so.
Okay, sir, we got it.
Okay. Right. So I will repeat again. Let's say you have some arguments, right? But you don't know how to input the uh, things there to run the arguments. What you can do is you just type. When you type, you see that there are so many suggestions, right? If you are not satisfied with the suggestion, you just put the comma, not the comma, question mark, and run the code, right? I repeat again that you can use the run. It's better is use the control and enter, right? When you run, you will see the informations about this command. What is this? How to input the arguments there. And at the bottom, you can see examples, right? You can see examples, right? So let's say I'm using the argument sequence. I need to create the numbers from 1 to, simply you type that from, because there's an example here. You can use this from 1 to equal to 50. I need to generate 1 to 50 numbers, right? It should increase by, see, here's an example here, increase by 2. So I'm going to increase by 5. Starting from 1, and number is 50, it should increase by 5. Right? Let's try this. No need to spend too much of time on these things. Just try it. Right?
Excuse me, sir. Just
Yeah.
one question.
Yeah.
When we enter that commands, and after that, control and enter, or we can press the run button. No?
Yeah, both are same. Both are
As
same.
the same.
Run
All
and
right. Okay.
yeah, both are same, because every time you can use this run button, no, you need to go to the mouse. Right? If you use the control and enter, simply you work on it. That's what I'm telling. See that I have generated the numbers from 1 to 50, incremented by 5. Now you can look at the console. First number is 50. The next number is 1 plus 5, 6. 6 plus 5, 11. Right? It reaches up to 46. Right? If you add another 5 to the 46, it will be 51. But I have given the limit 50. Right? So these are some ways to generate the sequence. Right? Right? These are all vectors. These are all vectors. Right? Now I see that my console is too crowded. There are so many information. It is confusing. So I want to clear this. Right? If you want to clear this console, what you can do is you can press Control. Click the cursor here. You can press the Control and press L. If you press Control and L, this console will be cleared. See, the control is clear. Right. Okay, now we see, I will show you one example for the matrix. Right, this is the vector, and right, don't worry about this vector matrix and those things. I'm just showing an example. Right, we have so many other works to do in the R. Right, matrices. Right. Oh, simply I type the name for my matrix, mat, or just put name and argument matrix, right? I need to generate numbers from 1 to 9. It should be arranged in 3 rows, right? N row equal to 3, right? If you want to see all the commands within the matrix coding, that you just put the matrix and press enter. You see that all the things are there. Number of rows, number of columns, by row, so many other things. I'm not going to spend much of time here, right? I'm going to generate 1 to 9 numbers. I need to arrange in 3 rows, right? Just press Control L, Control Enter, and I will just again, there are 2 ways. You can just put print M or simply put M, and again press, again run the M. You see that this is the matrix, right? This is the matrix, right? Now you see there are 3 columns, 1, 2, 3, and 3 rows, 1, 2, 3. What about, have you tried this? Did you obtain? I can show you how to rename these column names and row names. Are you all working? Is there any difficulty to get the matrix? Since you are all silent, I assume that you generate the matrix, and I will show you how to rename this column title and row title, right? Say I just use row dot names. I'm going to name the rows, right? Row dot names, and put the matrix is M. The particular file name is M, right? Row dot names, I need to change the row names, right? In a row, put the argument C, right? Say I put some labels like orange. Now when you put the string, you need to put within the quotation mark, right? Comma, red, comma, within quotation mark, green, right? Now run the script, right? I put a comment here, change the row names, right? Now if you want to see whether it is changed, you just type M, you run that, you say that it has been changed, orange, red, and green. Right? So now I am going to change to column names. Column or names. Column names. Again M. Right, see, so type some, 3 column title like A, B, and C. Right, now just check it again, the M, sorry.
C was not in the bracket, sir, I think.
Yeah. That's the error. Right, now you see the, right. Okay, can you do it?
Sir, is it necessary to print M or just we can run the name?
Simply you put M and
Run the name.
run the argument.
Run.
Both the same. Right, I will quickly show you a data frame. Data frame is our table. Right, data frames. I just put a name D here, and I just put data frame. Right, I just use a column title as name equal to I'm going to put 2 names here, John Karim. Right, so there are first column is about name. Right, second column is age. Just an example, just look at this and later you can try this. Age is 30 and 35. And third column is something like marks. Right, and I will close this bracket. Right, now run the line. Again run the command. You see that this is what we are using in our SPSS. Name, age, and marks. Right, simply I have created a data frame. So we will skip about this data structure. We don't need to spend much time on it. And we will move on other important part. Right? So for example, the most important thing is we need to know how to install the libraries. Because there are so many libraries working in the R. For each and every different statistical analysis, there are different packages. By default, there's a package called base. It contains most of the general data analysis. But if we need some new analysis or we need to do some new operations, we need to download the packages. Downloading is not a big issue, right? Simply if you write the argument, it will download from the R documentations because it is saved in the R documentation side. Right? You don't need to download separately. Simply if you write a command, you can install. Let's say for example, if you need to open a SPSS file directly by using the default base package, you can't open. Right? You need a separate package to open the SPSS dataset. Right? So now I will teach you how to install the package. Say, for example, I put a command install packages. Right? The simple argument is, let's say there's a package called foreign. Foreign. To open the SPSS dataset. Right? So I'm going to install this foreign package. Right? You just type the argument install. When you type that, there are two suggestions are there. First one is install package and second one install package. What are the package already installed? So we just go on the install package. Right? Within the bracket, you within a quotation mark, you type the foreign. Right? If you make any mistake in the spelling, it won't download. So you need to be very careful about the package name. And even if you fail to put the quotation mark, it won't work. Right? I hope that all of you have connected in a network. So if you run this argument, it will download and install. Right? So first write this install.packages and click the foreign and type the foreign within the inverted commas within bracket and just type not just type run the lines, control enter. Right? It takes time. While it's downloading, you can see a red icon appears somewhere here. Right? See, within a fraction of a second it has been downloaded. Depending on your speed of internet, it takes time. Right? Only very few packages have some little more time, but normally other packages will be downloaded in a very short time. Right? Now I have downloaded the package, foreign package. So what I have to do is I need to load that. Right? If you download and install, that's not enough. So you need to load the package. Right? So to load the package, what you have to do is you need to type the library. Library. The argument is library. Right? Once you load the package only, it will work. Otherwise, it won't work. Right? Within the library, you just type foreign. When you type, you will see a suggestion if you have already installed. You don't need to put the quotation mark here. Just the foreign and run the argument, run the commands. So now it has been loaded. There's no any messages for you. Okay. So have you finished this installation? And if you loaded the foreign package, then we can move on. Are you okay? Am I too speed?
Any comments?
Right. Okay, we will move on. I hope that everyone has
Do we
downloaded.
need to add the double quotation inside the library function?
Yeah. or otherwise you try with single quotation. Normally we use the double quotation.
But you didn't do it, no, sir.
Yeah,
That's
but this
why.
is double quotation.
No, I'm asking library function. That
Library function, no need, no need.
no need. Okay.
No need, no need.
That's only the name of the package.
Only the name. Okay. So now I'm going to call the SPSS data. I hope that you have already downloaded the data and saved in a folder, right? That's what I have already set a working directory here. Right, if you fail to set the working directory, please set a working directory and place all the data set there. Right? If you want to confirm whether you correctly set the working directory, right, you can confirm it by typing this command get wd and put a bracket. So this is just to check the working directory. Right? Get wd. Just run the arguments. You see that my working directory is D webinar. Right? If you have already downloaded the data, you just place there. Right, now I'm going to call the SPSS data. Yeah, in my data, I have a data called example1. Right? Say I name this as a data1. Sorry, data1. Right? And put the arrow. Right? Read dot SPSS. Read dot the SPSS. Right, this is the name, any name that you can give. I put the name data1 read dot SPSS. I'm going to put the name. In my data, I have a data example1. So within double quotation, put that example1. You need to put the file extension. Normally, what is the file extension for the SPSS file? .sav. Right? .sav. Right? So I clear this console. Right. Okay, now I run the line. Right? So I have now called the SPSS data set here. Now I want to see that. There are different ways to see the data. One way is to see only the head region. Head region means the column names and first 5 or 6 rows. Right? That's a very simple argument. In R, we use the head. Right? I want to see the head. Head, H-E-A-D, head, within bracket, data1. What is the data1? That's my name given to this SPSS data. And run this line. You see a huge number of, very complicated, right? So, but we couldn't see the data as what we are seeing in the SPSS data, right? So we will make it as a data frame, right? This is not actually a data frame. That's what we couldn't see the beautiful data here as what we are seeing in the SPSS. So what you can do is simply add an argument there under the read.SPSS, comma, there's a way to dot data frame. This is the logical argument. To dot data frame, we will make it as logical argument. So we will make it true. Right, I will repeat again. I will show you. First, I will show you the output. So now I have, again, I'll call the data as a data frame. Right now I look at the head. See, there are only two columns. Vaccination status and COVID severity is two columns of data. This is now data frame. Right, this is now. If you open that example 1, it appears as in your SPSS window like two columns. The first column is vaccination status, second column is COVID severity. And these are the first 5 or 6 rows of data. Right? So you may wonder how I'm using these arguments here. To.data.frame. There's no any magic. Simply you type read SPSS, right, and put a question mark. You can see all the arguments that you can input into this read.SPSS. See, there are so many arguments and their explanation, how to use it, and examples, everything you can see here, right? Right, I have taken this to.data frame from this place, right? Have you done this? Is it okay? Most of you are silent. I thought that I think you are.
Sorry, sir, in the true means, are we renaming the data frame or why
Yeah,
we
make it
given
as,
the equal to?
yeah. I will again show you another way. So I will again run this data without to.data frame. Right. Just for an example, I run again and see that this is how it appears. Now you can see what is the structure of this data. There's argument structure. It says what is the type of this data. str and data 1. See, it says list. Right? It's a mixture of everything. Right? The data structure is something like list. Right? That's what now we convert the list as data frame. If we have the data frame, then only we can work easily. We can read the data easily. Right? So here we are giving an argument whether to accept it as the list or to make it as data frame. If you want the data frame, you need to put true. By default, it is false. That's what we have. Data appears like this. If you make it data frame, then it appears like this. See, now it says it's a data frame. Already it was list. Right. Okay. Right. Is there any doubt up to this point? Shall we move on? Right. So there are so many ways to open the data. Right. Normally, we don't want to go with these new additional packages to open the data. There are some inbuilt functions to open the data. That's very easy, right? The normal function to open the data is very frequently we use is read.csv file. Do you know what is CSV file? Comma separated values, right? So for those who are new to this, I will just open an Excel sheet and show you what is CSV file. See, there's a Excel sheet, right? If you want to make it as a CSV file, simply go to File and Save As. In the option, you see, you can see there are so many CSV, right? You need to use this CSV comma delimited, right? This is how you can convert your Excel sheet data as a CSV file. It is easy to work with that CSV file, right? You don't need any additional packages, right? So this is how you can save that. When you save the Excel sheet, you save it as CSV file. There are so many other CSV file. Don't go that, right? Use this CSV file. Okay. So now I have given you another file there. You can see dataset 1, right? I have given you a CSV file. We will see how to open that. Assume that you don't set any working directory. Assume that you don't set any working directory. But you need to open the file, right? So it is applicable not only for CSV file, even for SPSS file as well. So I will show you another way. Data to, right? Read.csv, right? Read.csv within bracket. So we don't actually know where it is. We don't have the locations, folder location, but we can navigate through our folders and we can find the data set. So in that context, what you can use file.choose, right? File.choose, right? You type the read.csv within bracket. You type, I will repeat again, read.csv, CSV, file.choose, and run the argument, run the command, right? Immediately it will open you another you can see that I'll show you. There's an option. You can see that you can the select file option will be there. You can go through your C folders, right? And you can select the data set and click open, right? Can you try this? File.choose. Right, if you give your feedback only, I can explain you. Otherwise, I will do as it is. Did you try this command? File.choose.
So what's the purpose of choosing this CSV also while we having this SPSS data set?
Yeah, if you want to open normally we are entering the data in let's say we are entering the data in the Excel, right? If you want to open the Excel file, save it as a CSV file and open the CSV. If you want to open only the SPSS file, you can use that foreign package and open the SPSS file, right? Because you need an additional package to open the SPSS file. That's what we preferably use the CSV file. It's very easy to handle that file. Right? Did you try that? What about others? All are silent? Are you all there or disappeared? Am I too speed?
So can you repeat the choose file, CSV choose file command
Yeah.
again?
Yeah. This is just to navigate and select the data set. Right? This is just to navigate and select the data set. The file.choose option you can use not only for read.csv, even for read.spss as well. Right? Since I'm using the Zoom sharing, I couldn't show you that other selection options. Anyway, I will try once again. So I'm going to select the data to read.csv. Right? So I'm going to navigate and select the data set. File.choose. I'm going to choose the file. Right? If you run this command, when you run this command, you will see in your computer, if you open your in your SPSS, if you open the file open, then there will be another dialog box to open the data set. The similar thing will appear here. Right? If you run that, can you see this select file option? Right? You can navigate in your folders and select the data set. Right? Now again, you try that. Now we have loaded the CSV file. Right? We will try again. We will use the head data 2 and see that there are data set like this. Right? There's another way to open the same file. without setting the data working directory and without setting the file choose option. I will again try the same. Data 3, use the read.csv, right? Within that, copy the file location. Right? My file location is there in the working directory, in the directory. Use the quotation, double quotation, right? And change the // right? And put the file name, dataset 1.csv, right? This is another way to open the data. Again, you try the head data 3, right? The same thing. You know, in SPSS, there are only one way for everything, for analysis or importing data or anything. But in R, there are multiple ways. Right? You can do the same function in different ways. Right? And similarly, you can also open the Excel file directly. You need the additional package. You need additional package, read Excel. Right? You try this package. I am not going to show you. Read Excel. Right? If you try this package, you can open the Excel file directly. Once you install, then load this package. Right? And use the argument read Excel. Right? The rest is same. Right? Okay, so far we have seen how to open the data set. Shall we move on the next? Are you okay? What else? So I have sent you a data set called e-resource. Did you receive that? Not the e-resource, example 2, sorry. Example 2 SPSS file. What else? Are you all there?
Excuse me, yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir. I got a message. Can you please check the chat box?
Yeah, okay. R is not responding to your request to interrupt processing. So to stop the current operation, you may need to terminate the R entirely. Terminate R will cause. Yeah, better to terminate and restart the session. Sometime there may be so many operations. Or if you install so many packages one after the other, you will get this kind of message. Right? So I will show
Yes,
others
sir.
as well. You see one participant got a message like this. This is because if you install so many packages one after others in a short period of time, definitely R will give you the message like this, right? So that's what we don't use so many packages. But anyway, today we need to install packages, right? If you get this message, you just terminate. You click yes and relaunch the R. Okay, I'm going to show you another small, creating a table like that. Right, we will see how to import our data, and we will work with that frequency and those kind of things. Right. So I take that. I have already sent you a example 2. I'm going to open that example 2. It is a SPSS file. So I will use that read.spss. It is, I have already copied that within my working directory. Right. So one way to see the data is use the head function, my data. Yeah, there's only one column. There's another way to view the data.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
We can't see the screens.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, what I have written here is I type again my data. I have already downloaded. I have sent you a example 2 of SPSS file. You just use it. I'm going to open that example 2. Read.spss. I have already copied in my working directory, so I don't need to find any difficulties. So simply I put the file name example2.sav, and I need to open it as a data frame 2.data.frame. Right. So I run that command. So one way is to see the head, how it look like. Yeah, you see that there's a e-resource use, yes, no, something like that. If you want to see the whole data, there's another argument, view. In the view, you need to use the V is capital. Please note that. V is capital here, right? Again, put my data. Right now, you see close to the script, you see that data will open. The whole data, you can see the whole data. Can you hold this data and first call this data, and we will see what we can do later, and check whether you can generate this data. Are you okay? Are you all there? online or?
Yes, we are here.
Do you feel difficult or?
Excuse me, sir. I missed
Yeah.
some one line. What is it? Read Excel? Have you executed or not yet?
Which one?
Read underscore Excel function?
Read Excel, no?
Yeah.
No. So far,
You
I
didn't
have not
execute.
executed. I
Oh,
have not executed because it takes
because
time.
when, yeah,
Yeah.
no argument, so I received error. That's why, yeah.
Yeah. I have not executed. You try later. Right. Okay. So now I have opened a data. You can see the whole data here. While you are opening, you can note that there are some NA. NA means missing values. Some values are missing. Right? So first we will remove the missing values. Right? We will consider the data. Again, my data. Right? If you want to remove the missing value, use the command na.omit. Right? na.omit. The simple argument is I need to type my data, right? Let's say sometime I may have so many columns in my data. In this particular data, there is only one column, but there may be so many columns, right? I need to omit the data only from particular column. So at that point, what I have to do is I need to select only the particular column. So for that case, what I'm using is I type my data, that data name, and put the $sign. When you put the $sign, you can see what are the variables are there as a list. Since I have only one variable, you can see only one. Right? So now I run the argument. Right? If you want again, we will see whether we will run the view again and see whether missing values are there. There is no missing value here. Right? So we will just create a frequency for this column. I will just use the name freq. Right? Make it as table. Table. Simple argument table. Simple command table. My data. Right? And just run the command. You see that there are no 98, yes 263. This is simple frequency. Right? So we will make it as
Is that, sir, excuse me, sir, is that distinct values?
Sorry?
Frequency mean distinct values?
Yeah, distinct values. Number of no's and number of yes, because you see in the data, there are yes or no, right? There are yes or no only. So it counts the numbers. How many yes, how many no's, right? This is just a frequency, no? But at the same time, we can create the percentage as well, right? Percentage. You just create the percentage, right? Because we have already found the frequency. Now, based on the frequency, we are going to create the percentage. The easiest way is prop dot table. Prop dot table. Call this frequency here. If you made any spelling mistake from this to here, it won't work. So prop dot table frequency. It will, if you run this argument, it will give you only the proportion. But we need the percentage now. Just put the asterisk and type 100. Right? We are going to convert the proportion into multiply by the 100. Right. Now you try that. Right. Now it gives the percentage. If you run that argument, you get the no is 27, yes is 72. Right. If you want the percentage in round figures, you can use another command, round percentage. You get the round figures. Right. So now we will see, we will bind together. We need both frequency and percentage together. Right. So we will combine. We will say final, or otherwise we will put output. Right. I'm going to combine this frequency and percentage. Right. I'm going to combine this frequency and percentage. There's an argument called, there are two kinds of argument, column bind, row bind. Right. Column bind means C bind. It will bind two columns together. Right. I use the argument C bind. Frequency, that is this one, and comma percentage. We will see how it look like, whether it works. Right. And try the output. Right. Yeah. Now you can see frequency 98, 263. Yes, no, and percentage is this. You may think how SPSS is so easy to generate this frequency table. Why we want to spend a lot of time on this coding to generate these particular arguments or particular output. All right. But there are multiple ways to create these things. Later you can learn those kind of things. No. Right. Okay. Is it okay? Shall we move on the next? Are you all trying? Oh, otherwise just watching. How many of you are? Can you make a thumbs sign or anything? Those who are actually doing while I'm explaining. It's only one person. Three, four. Okay, what shall we do? Shall we continue next? Right? The most important part in the R is, doing a statistical analysis very easy in a one line of command. Right? If you want to do a chi-square analysis, very simple command, chi-square dot test, and you give the arguments, it will give the chi-square value and everything. Right? In SPSS, you need to go to analyze, cross tab, put the one value to the row, one value to the columns, and go to statistics and select the chi-square and click continue, click OK. There are so many steps. But in SPSS, just a simple line, chi-square dot test within bracket 2 arguments. So that's not an issue in the R. But the issue is, what we have to know is how to manipulate the data. If you know how to manipulate the data in R, then it's easy for you to do everything, every analysis. Right? So now we will learn on how to manipulate the data manipulations. Right? For that, we will use some default data sets. R have so many data sets. Right? So we can use the data set and we can make a training on that. Right? So I will again go to R. Right? Now I save this script and I will open a new script. I go to File and New Script. If you want, you can close this old script and clear the console. Press the Control key and press the L. Right? So now what we have going to do is data manipulation. Right? You can see there are so many sample data sets. Right? To see this sample data set, you see data. In the meantime, we will clear all the data which we have already created. See, in the environment, you can see there are so many data, outputs that we have already created in our previous session. So we will simply wash out this. Just click this button. It will erase all the data. And now the environment is empty. Right? So now we are going to see the default data sets. You just put the data and put the bracket and run the command. You see there are so many data sets. Right? Say for example, if you want to see the data set of BOD, you just type the BOD here. We will use the head argument and use the BOD. You see that time and demand. Or otherwise you use the view argument, put the BOD, and you see that's all, only the 6 rows of data there. Right? So likewise, you can use these default data set to make practice. right? Very popularly we use the iris dataset, right? And there are empty cars. I don't know whether it is there. Empty cars. Yeah. This is car model and their mile per gallon, cylinder, displacement, horsepower, so many things about the car. So we will use these data sets to work on the data manipulations, right? For the data manipulations, we normally recommend a package that's very easy is TDBase. We will install the package, TDBase, right? TDBase. It's a collection of so many packages. There are so many advanced analysis we can do, but it's easy for that data manipulations to work with the TDBase. Well, we will install that. Use the function TDBase install.function. So install.packages and use this, right? Run this command. When you run this command, sometimes you may get the error because in a very short time you have installed the 2 or 3 packages. If you get the message like to terminate the R, just terminate and restart. Right? Just run this command and it will give you so many messages like this. Right? It takes time. Right now it has been installed and I will call the library, call the package again. Right? Use the TDBase. Right now the library is called. Right? You see that the message like this. Have you installed the TDBase? Right, okay. So we will use a data set here. The TDBase also has a sample data set. I'm going to use a data set mslip. mslip. Right? This is the data set, a sample data set here. Right? There are names, genus, walk, order, conservation, so many parameters here. Right? There are around 11 variables. If you want to see the whole data, you can see the view argument. See the whole data set, you can see the whole data set. 83 rows of data. Right? So let's say now we need a function, we need to change the names. Change the name of the, I want to change a name of the variable. Right? So simply in SPSS, very simply we will do these things, but here we need to write a codings. Right? So I want to rename this conservation as con. There's a data, no? There's a variable name conservation. So you can try any variables. For example, I am going to rename it. Rename. So if you put the argument rename, if you don't know what are the arguments there, you can just check it here. Rename. All right. First, you need to put the data, and then you need to put the functions. Right? FN mean function. Okay, I am going to rename the data. My data name is msleep. From the msleep, I need to change the name of conservation into con. We will try this. We will make it as a new data. First, we will make it as a new data and rename conservation into con. We will see whether it works. Yeah, there's an error message. Can't rename columns that don't exist. Column con doesn't exist. It says column con doesn't exist, but I want to change it as con, because that means I need to put the column name, the already existing column name here. Right? So I will change it. And now I will try other way around. Yeah, now there is no any error message. Now I will try again the right. Yeah, now it has changed. Right, in our older data, it is conservation. Now it has been changed con. That's the way to rename the data. Rename the variable. Can you try this? Right? Any issue? Right. Okay, now I will right, I will do some reordering. So I need to arrange the orders of these columns. Right, that's also I can do is reordering. Right. So what I want to do is I need to put the sleep total, sleep REM, sleep cycle in front and genus. Others after that. That's my plan. So what I can do is I can use the select function. First, I need to put my data. My data name is msleep. Right? I will select some data here. Sleep total. Sleep REM and genus in front of them, genus. Right? And whoa, somewhere else here. Right? So I need to take these datas in front and everything else after that. Or you can define all the variables, all the 11 variables in a sequence that you need. Or otherwise, you take the most important part in front, others, everything as a command. Right? Now we will see what will happen. Right? When you run this command, you see that genus, see the voice here, sleep total, sleep REM, and rest is arranged in other way, in other parts. So reordering. Right? There's another function to add the new column. You try this reordering or select function. We will see how to create a new columns. Dr. Shirandi, at what time we have to stop?
12:30. We are
Right.
started at 9:30.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You need a small break or something?
I don't need the break. Please ask the participants.
Shall we have a 5 minutes break or something? Then rejoin them. Anybody needs a break or shall we continue? Can you please let us know? If no, if no sign, shall we continue, Mr. Sandhu?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you.
So we will continue, no?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's better, no? Thank you.
Yeah, okay. We will create a new column. Right? So let's say there are so many data now here. I want to create a column based on that sleep total. Right? I will multiply the sleep total by 100 or 1000 and make it as a separate variable. Right? So we will see how to do it. Right? Again, new set. I make a name, new set. Right? Or otherwise, simply you can start the coding. The function for this mutate. Mutate. First, use the data name msleep. Right? Now I need to create a new column. I will name it as new equal to sleep total into, use the asterisk marks, into, I will make it 1000. I am going to multiply by 1000 the sleep total and make it as a new column. see whether it works. See at the bottom, at the last, you can see the new column when you run this line, right? And also there's a option to select the that we have already seen how to select the data, right? And other option, we can recoding, right? Normally we are using in the SPSS recoding into different variables, right? So we will do that option in the recoding, right? For example, again we will use the same mutate function. Right? Use the mutate function, or otherwise we will name it as a new data set. New set 2. Use the mutate function. I'm going to use, I'm going to put an argument that if sleep total is more than 10, it is large. Less than 10, it is small, something like that. See, you can see the 12.1, 17, 14.4, something like that, no? So I'm going to create a new variable. If the sleep total is 12.1, or if sleep total is more than 10, it is large. If it is less than 10, it is small or something like that. Right? So I will create a new variable, mutate. So first argument is I need to put my data. That's the data. Right? I make it as the name level. Level. If else function, if else. We will see whether it works. If else sleep total greater than 10, if else sleep total greater than 10, then it is high. Otherwise, it is low. We will try whether it works. There's no any error message. Anyway, we will check whether it properly created. Yeah, it has been created, high, low. Right? This is how you can make it recoding into different variable, right? Recoding into different variable. Again, I'm going to do it another options for the recoding, right? I will make it as new set 3. New set 3. Now I need to make the high and low as 1 and 2, right? So I will use the function recode. So my variable name, my data name is new set 2. Right? New set 2. We will try whether it works. Sorry. I equal to 1. Low equal to 2. We will try. Yeah, there's error message. No applicable method for recode applied to an object class data frame. I think that we have not defined which variable, because we have defined only the data name, but we have not defined the data which variable. We will try this for our level. Yes. First we will see whether it works, then I will explain you again. Yeah, it has been changed only it shows only the last column, not everything.
So can we put instead of having level 1, can we put MS sleep?
Where here?
Yeah, in the new set 3
You
record.
said, yeah.
Yeah, record new set 2 $sign instead of having the
Yeah, because
$sign.
msleep.
We are converting MS sleep now. M sleep.
Yeah, we have already converted the MS sleep to high and low and make it as new
From
set
the
2.
New
We
set
have
2.
already make it as new set 2.
So why?
Right? Now we have only coded, that's what we got it here. Right? There may be some other options.
So why we add the level 1, sir?
Where? Yeah. I will show you.
After
I
that.
will explain you, because we need to say which variable we need to recode. Right? See, if you put the new set 2, it is the whole data. This is the whole data. From the whole data, we are going to change only the level, not everything. That's what we are selecting, the level. Right? We are selecting the level and change the high 1 and low 2. Right? Anyway, it works, but it doesn't work well. Right? Because we need to convert only in the data. No? This gives only the last column. Is it okay, Divya?
Sir, I couldn't get it. So what is the why the M sleep we are recoding as if the level 1 is false more than 10 it's a high, the less than 10 is a low.
Yeah.
So it's already called as a level 1, right?
Level 1.
So
Now
the level
already
1 is the new.
we have made the level as high and low. See, high and low.
So we are going to
Now
recode the high and low only now.
High and low as 1 and 2. That's what I tried it. High and low as 1 and 2 instead of high.
That means values are converting into 1 and 2, no, sir?
1 and 2.
Numerical
Simply,
values.
yeah,
Previously,
simply what
those
you
are
can do is,
quantified values, now it is numerical.
yeah, simply
But it's
what you
not
can do
coming,
is,
sir.
yeah, rather than doing the 2 steps, simply you can do this one. No? See?
Yeah, that's the same.
Possible.
Yeah, that's possible.
That's easy. But I try other way around to show these things. It works, but I need to refine that to make it in a data set. Okay, so these are some data manipulation. There are so many other things. I'm not going to teach you because we have only 1 hour. Right now, I need to explain you about the descriptive analysis and the few plots. Right. So now we will go on the descriptive analysis. Right. Are there any things? Right. Data manipulation also takes time because there are so many options in the data manipulations. I just leave it at this point. If you have time, you just search on the about the functions in the device. What are the data manipulation techniques there? Right. Okay, now we will work on the descriptive statistics. We have only 1 hour, less than 1 hour. Right? Descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics are very simple. Right? Simply you can call, there are so many functions like minimum, maximum, median, mean, median. Like if you want the mean, right? Already, anyway, we will call the M slip again. We will see the M slip and we will work on the descriptive analysis. Just the mean, right? Mean of sleep total. This numeric variable, we can go for the mean value, right? Mean. First, I need to define the column. Which column? I can simply put M sleep, right? If you put M sleep, you will get error message, right? So I need to put which column. I need to select that. So to select the column, what you can do is you put the name, data name. After that, put a $sign. Then you will see all the list of variables. Let's say I need to take the sleep total, right? If you select the sleep total and enter or run the command, you will get the mean value. You can try the mean value for other data like sleep cycle, right? Run the command. Not applicable. Sleep cycle because I think many NA, right? We will try sleep REM, right? Because there are so many missing values, I think. But about the body weight. Yeah, body weight mean is there, right? Or otherwise, simply ignore the omit the missing values, right? M sleep. We will try whether it works. Sleep REM. NA not omit. Right, we will omit the missing values. I again put right the sleep REM. Existing data has 83 rows, assigned data has 61 rows. So when we omit the missing values from the sleep frame, it doesn't match with other rows. That's what you are getting the error message. So you just leave it. And there are so many other what do you call descriptive statistics like median, right? Everything is there. Mean, median, variance, all are same. You try that. Variance, median, minimum, maximum. You can see the minimum, maximum, right? But you may ask me, in a one click in SPSS, we can develop, we can see everything. Do we need to go for one by one, right? But there are some arguments there. You can use summary. We will try the summary command and see how it works, right? If you put the summary, then it will give the summary for everything, right? These are character, no? Name, genus, order, those are characters. And sleep total, those are numeric variable. It gives the minimum, first quartile, median, mean, third quartile, maximum, four other numeric variables, right? Rather running one by one, you can generate everything together, right? That's another way. And you can also make another, there are some other library. There's another package called summary tools. It will give you like the frequency table, like SPSS output, summary tools, install package, summary tool. I think I have already installed, right? Those who have not, you try that, summary tools. I think it's not there. So anyway, I will install the summary tools. Right, and I call the summary tool. Right, there's a command describe in the summary tools. We will see how it works. Right, say it summarize only the numeric variables. Right, in our data set, we have character variables. It omits the characters, but gives the summary for numeric variables. Only the numeric variables, even if you give the whole data set here. Right, it's very useful. Right, you can convert this as a Excel file. Let's say we will name this as a, we will put a name like webinar, right? Webinar, and run the command again. Now the summaries are here in the webinar. If you want, you can try again. You can see again. If you run the webinar, then you will see all the output. Now what I want to do is I want to copy these, convert this output into Excel or the CSV file. The easiest way is CSV, right? For that, you would have already defined the working directory. That we have already defined the working directory, no? If you forget that, you check it again. What is the working directory? Yeah, I have defined the working directory webinar. So I'm going to put a Excel file webinar. So simple argument is write.csv. Write.csv. So what I'm going to write? I'm going to write this as webinar. Right? Comma. I need to give a file name. Right? File equal to, just I put the file name output, or otherwise I will put the name test.csv. This should be within the double quotation. Right? Okay, you try this. You won't see anything here, but if you open your working directory, you will see the output there. In the working directory, you can see this output. Right? If you open that, wait, I will open and show you. See, now the output is generated or copied to the CSV file. Right? Okay. So now we will move on other parties. We will try the frequency, because we have generated the output only for that numeric variable. No, we will try to create the frequency. Fric in the summary tools. Right? What we need to create for what we need to create this frequencies for. Say, let's say again, we will generate our. We will see HMC. Yeah. Okay. Now we will create the frequency for WO. Right? We will put msleep WO. Right? Now we got the frequency table. This is something like our SPSS. See, in SPSS we got frequency, valid percentage, valid percentage, cumulative percentage, something like that. No, right? Those things are here. Right? If you need, you can let's see, you see that there's not NA mean missing value. But you can add another arguments to remove those things. If you need only the frequency and the valid percentage, you can remove rest of them. So simply you add the argument report NAs. Or we will see that what are argument in this command. Yeah, report NAS. Report NAS. We will make it false. Right? Without not applicable. Not applicable, no, missing value. Right? If there is no missing value, there is no only percentage, no. There's no need to have 2%. Right? Here it has percentage and humility percentage. Right? So this is the way to create some what do you call descriptive analysis. Right? Shall we try any chi-square test? Simple chi-square test. Right? We will try the chi-square test between the row and order. There are two variables. Simple argument, say chi-square dot test. That's enough for the chi-square test. Right? We will put M sleep, row, order. Right? You see that the Pearson chi-square. Chi-square value, degrees of freedom, and p-value. P-value is mean less than, this is close to 0. Right? Can you try this? And I will give you a 10 minutes. I don't know whether you have tried this. You just install these summary tools and call the summary tools. Check using the describe functions and try this writing CSV file. Can you do it?
So there's an error message.
What is the error message?
In chi-square test, MS sleep war, MS sleep order, all entries of X must be non-negative and finity.
Okay. Can you send me the screenshot by Zoom?
Okay, so I'll try.
There may be warning, but with that warning, you may get the output. See, in my example also, there's a warning, but output is there. It is different for you? What about others? Can you able to do this?
Sir, I have shared the photo.
Okay, I will check it. In the Zoom chat?
Yes, in the Zoom chat I have. Attached.
I have not received that. Host, can you please give the sharing for option for everyone? Dr. Chirandi, can you give the sharing option for everyone?
Yes, I will ask Mr. Ramanan because he is the one who's handling. Mr. Ramanan, I will call him.
Yes, Dr. Chirandi.
Can you give the sharing option for everyone?
Okay.
Yes, please.
Sir, can you check it now?
Yeah. Now I am receiving. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. No need, because what you have done is you have already called the data, right? M-sleep. Again, you put the M-sleep O and M-sleep order. Now, what you need to do is you remove the first M-sleep. M-sleep and comma. Can you get my point?
Yeah, sir, I'm trying it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I get the warning message.
Yeah, warning with what about? Do you get the output?
No.
No. I will show you.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as I know, everyone can share. Did anyone try?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no need. I will explain here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You see that you have already called the data. No, here. Again, you put the sleep woe and sleep order. What I'm asking you to remove this part. Did you try this? You remove this part and keep only M sleep O, comma M sleep order. Can you get my point?
Yes, sir. Without
after
the comma, without space or with the space, MS sleep.
No problem about the space.
Okay.
You remove M sleep and comma.
Okay, I did that, sir. Then warning messages in chi-square test, chi-squared approximation may be incorrect.
Yeah, that's the warning. But before that warning, can you see the output?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Right. Forget about the warning.
Okay, thank you.
Right. Similarly, you can do the t-test as well. Right. We will try the t-test t dot student t dot test. You can see how to input the arguments here. No need to worry about everything. You just focus on y and x and y. You can give two variables here and perform the t-test. I will try this here. T-test, I'm going to put the yeah, I'm going to see what are the variables I can, the t-test we can differentiate only between numeric variables, no? I will take that sleep total and awake, right? I will see are there any difference between sleep total M sleep total, comma M sleep awake. Yes. You see that Welch two sample t-test, right? This is actually Welch test. If you want to t-test, actually make it as variance equal two sample t-test. In SPSS also, when you perform the t-test, those who have performed the t-test know well that there are two rows of output. First row, actually the t-test. Second row is Welch test, right? If you put this variance equal is true, then it is t-test. Otherwise, it is Welch test, right? So you see that these are very one-line argument to make any statistical test, but the manipulation takes time. So now at this point, since we are running out of time, we have only half an hour. We will just focus on few plots, right? Plots. Right, the plot will appear here, right? Or we will make a scatter plot. Anyway, we call our data M sleep to see what are the data we can take for the scatter plot. Anyway, we'll take this sleep total and awake for the scatter plot, right? Simple argument, plot x and y, x equal to sleep total, y equal to awake, right? You run this command, sleep total not found. By we have not given the data names, no? That's what we got the error message like this. What we have to do is we need to put M sleep and $sign. Right? Again, I will write again. X M sleep $sign sleep total M sleep $sign awake. Right? Now we will try this. See the plot here, right? Plot. right? We can customize this plot. We can customize this plot. So most importantly, we will change this row title, axis titles, right? Axis title, say we will add the name. We are going to change the name of x-axis. If you want to change the name, xlab. First try this. First try to get this plot. Right, I'm going to change the name of x-axis. Because it appears our variable name, msleep stroke, msleep $sign and those things. So I'm going to use it whenever you put the string, use the double quotation, sleep total. Right, again I will try this. Now you see that it has been changed as sleep total, but I need to change the y-axis. For that, you use the argument ylab. I put that awake. Right, now I have changed the column, the y-axis title. You can make it as the second line. So if you want to make this as, if you want to add the picture, the graph title, you can use main. But capital main equal to scatterplot. Yeah, I forget to put the comma here. Right, scatterplot. Right, now we have seen that this is a dot plots. Right, you can even change it to lines. Right, if you want to know what is the argument to go to line, you just type this and put the question marks. xlab log. Yeah, here, type. P for points, L for lines, B for both points and lines, C for empty points joining by, see, you can see several types here. So I can add the type here, type, already we have the points, no? Now we will make it as line chart. Within double quotation, put L. And again, now you see the line chart. You can see your previous chart here, all those changes. Right now, line chart. You can export this chart. You just click this export, right? Or you can save this as a PNG file or JPG file, right? Normally, this you can get high resolution images. Images are very high resolutions. Or you can export this as PDF files, or you can just copy to the clipboard and copy in your Word document. right? So likewise, you can create the bar chart. Right, bar plot. First, you try this. Once you finish that, we will try the bar plot. Is it okay? Can you create this plot?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we will try a bar plot. We will create a small data for the bar plot because we need to summarize our original data. It takes times. So what we will do is we will create a sample data category. I'm just creating a sample data. Right, I have created a category. Then I will put some values. There are 4 categories and 4 datas. Now I am going to give these values and category to create a bar plot. We will try that. Use the bar plot. If you are not sure how to give the argument, you just check it. Bar plot, height, weight. Then we will try our simple way. We will put the values here. Names dot argument. Names dot arguments to category. We will see. Yeah, it works. Right, this is the bar plot. Right, you can change the color. Right, if you want to change the color of bar, you just put the argument color and make the color name within the double quotation green. Right, if your color is correctly identified, then if the color in your command as well. Right, green. Right, here also you can add the xlab, ylab, xlab. xlab is category. ylab is value. Right, the same thing. Right, can you try this? Just create a simple data set and try the bar plot. right? Similarly, you can create the histogram, pie chart, so many other things, right? Okay, we have only 10 minutes. What about, have you generated this bar plot? Is there an issue? Shall we move on the last section? Are you okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. So, as I told you earlier, that there are multiple ways to generate the same output. We have already generated the different graphs using a simple plot command, right? In the R environment, there's another popular package called ggplot, right? Which is very effective to generate the very nice and very scientific way of graphs, right? So we will try a small example for that, for that ggplot as well, and finish our today's sessions, right? So before that, if you have so many graphs here, it will load your R. So you can off this graph. You can remove this graph, right? There's a small function for that, dev.off, right? If you run this function, it will remove all the graphs here, right? Now we will download a package called ggplot2, right? ggplot2, right? Please try this. Yeah, since I have updated so many, downloaded so many packages, it asked me to terminate the sessions. Yeah, I terminate, I will open again. You may also encounter the same issue. Right, okay. Now, anyway, it has been installed. The downloaded binary packages are in these places. Now install. Right. First, I will load the library, ggplot2. Right. For this purpose, I will use the sample data empty cars. Right. You can see the head. Empty cars. Right. Mileage per gallon, cylinder, dispersal. There are different varieties of car, and cylinder capacity, dispersal, horsepower, and so many other things are there, right? We will take one or two values, one or two columns, and try to create a scatter plot, right? Which we have already created using our normal plot argument. We are going to create this scatter plot using the ggplot, right? So first we call the library ggplot2, and we will write a function This is a little bit complicated, but you can learn anyway. ggplot, right? First define our data. Our data is empty car. And there's another function called aesthetic, AES. Within the AES, we need to define what is X and what is Y. Where we will take the WT as X, Y we will take that, okay, mileage per gallon, MPG. All right. First, we will run what it happens. We will see. Right. So it creates the plotting area. Assume that this is a paper and they have drawn our axis and give the labels for the axis. This is what it has done so far. Right. Now we will add another. We are going to add the points. It's a scatter plot, no? We will add the points. So just put a plus sign and add another argument, geom point. Geom point. Yeah, geom point. That's enough. And see how it works. Yeah, now it has been added the points. So in the paper we have drawn the, assume that in the paper we have drawn the axis and plot area and put that axis values. Now we put the plots. We put the dots. Right? This is the scatter plot. If you want to put the lines, what do you call that? Regression lines. You can use the function like geom AB line. We will see is there any changes. Yeah, there's no any changes because in the geom AB line we need to put the intercept and the slope. So we will first find the intercept and the slope for the MPG and the WT. Use a LM function, MPG, right. So intercept is 37, slope is minus 5.2. So we will let the slope minus 5.3 and intercept is 37.285. Now we will see the AB lines with the regression line. Right? Here also we can add the axis title, like put another plus sign. Right? You can use the function labs. Because here you can see that we have used the X lab, Y lab. As a common, we use here labs. Labs within bracket X equal to what is our X? Yes, it assumes that it's a weight. Right, we will put in the double quotation weight. And Y equal to miles per gallon. Right, so we will try this. So this is about that. This is a ggplot. See, there are so many kinds of plots are there. you can generate varieties of plots which are not available in the SPSS using the what do you call the R, especially the GG plot, right? Violin plot, even the alluvial plot. There are so many varieties, right? If you learn everything, that it's very good. I hope that I have covered many things here today, but I don't know whether you have understand and everything. I know that I'm very fast because this is a Zoom session now.
Yeah.
So if it is a face-to-face session, I would have come and see your machine and help you. So in this session, I'm helpless. So anyway, what I have done is here, I have introduced you the basic functions of the R. With these basic functions, you can learn a lot from the internet. There are YouTube videos, right? Even if you want to know anything, say for example, if you want to, if you want to recode the variables, simply type in the Google, recode the variable in R. Immediately it will give you some solutions. Nowadays, people are using the AI for writing the codings. You can also use that, but be careful. The AI will give some wrong, coding as well, because the R environment is always evolving, right? New features are coming, old features are going obsolete. Sometimes it gives you the codings from the obsolete packages. So that's what we are giving you, these introductions, how to work with these R. If you know these basic things, then you can take the codings from anywhere else and develop your R programming skills. So that's all about my today's session. I have stopped at 12:32.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Sandaru.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much. So do you have any questions or any comments before we wind up?
Yeah, I think participants, if you tell your comments, then we can improve in our sessions. This is the first time I'm also doing this session through the Zoom.
That's the thing. I know it's really difficult.
Yeah, very difficult.
Yeah. Any comments?
Yes, it's very interesting, sir. And if as a participant have a basic idea about R and the statistic could follow this one, but we got some basic idea, then we can develop our one by having the YouTubes and other things. When we do that, it's in a practical way.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jan.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, then shall we wind up, Mr. Santaruban?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know this workshop is very interesting, and this is the first initiative by ULA to introduce our statistical software to our LIS community actually. I know most of you are familiar with SPSS, but R is totally new for many people. And today I hope you learn basics of R. Actually, it's an online 3-hour session. So it's a very tight and difficult schedule, I think. We had to conduct this session online due to various reasons. And I understand that learning a tool like this is very challenging. However, I believe Mr. Sandaruban did a great job. Thank you about it. And of course, in the future, we can consider conducting this workshop on site probably. I will also think about that maybe from University of Colombo or Nilis, somebody can organize it. I will talk about this with the librarian and also with Director Nilis in future, because I won't be the next training officer for the ULA. So this will be a good workshop for future. And also I would like to take this opportunity to sincerely thank our resource person, Mr. Santharuban, Deputy Librarian of the Eastern University of Sri Lanka, for sharing his expertise and introducing his valuable insights about this art to our ULA community. Thank you very much, sir. This workshop was actually originally scheduled in December, but we had to postpone it due to various reasons like DITWA and everything. And actually, Mr. Santharuban coordinate with us and follow these things, and he supported, and finally he agreed to do it like this online session on 17th March. So thanks again, Mr. Santharuban, for your valuable contribution. And yeah, so also my sincere thank goes to our President ULA, Dr. Pradeepa Vijayatunga, and Secretary ULA, Mr. Ramanan, and also the expert team for their continuous support in organizing this event. And also finally, I would like to thank all the participants for your presence and engagement. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chirandi and everyone, especially the resource person, Chandruman sir.
Yeah, regarding the recording, once I get the consent from the resource person, I will share it with you.
Yeah, I give you a consent, you can share.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you are welcome.